Hello students, welcome to today's lesson on HIV AIDS treatment. In this lesson, we are going to study HIV AIDS treatment mechanisms to slow down the progression of HIV infection to AIDS. Can AIDS be treated? Of course yes, but there is no the exact cure and vaccine to HIV AIDS. That means HIV AIDS cannot be cured and there is no vaccine for HIV infection that can give immunity against HIV, but there are a number of drugs, what we call antiretroviral drugs, that can slow down the progression of HIV infection to AIDS. These drugs are specialized to act in different ways at different stages of viral reproduction cycle to reduce or slow down the progression of HIV reproduction, which can lead to AIDS. These drugs are highly effective when these drugs are taken or used together or in combination, what we call high activity antiretroviral therapy or treatment. We know that there are 5 major classes of antiretroviral drugs. So, taking in combination or together means taking more than 2 classes of drugs together to block the viral life cycles at different stages of HIV reproduction cycle. Even though taking antiretroviral drugs in combination is highly effective to slow down the progression of HIV infection to AIDS, it has its own side effects. So, to avoid side effects, the patient should follow a good lifestyle, like avoiding stressful life, having or getting balanced diets, doing regular exercise, and etc. Different antiretroviral drugs. There are 5 major classes of antiretroviral drugs that must be taken in combination to slow down or reduce progression of HIV infection to AIDS. These 5 major classes of antiretroviral drugs include entry inhibitors, non-nucleotide reverse transcriptase inhibitors, nucleotide reverse transcriptase inhibitors, integrase inhibitors, and protease inhibitors. Entry inhibitors are the first classes of antiretroviral drugs that are needed to be attached on CD4 receptors of CD4 cells or spikes of HIV. So, these drugs prevent glycoprotein 120 and CD4 receptors from joining together. In this case, HIV cannot inject its RNA and proteins into the host cell's cytoplasm. These entry inhibitor drugs include enfortumab. The second classes of antiretroviral drugs is non-nucleotide reverse transcriptase inhibitors. These drugs attach to HIV's enzyme, reverse transcriptase enzyme. This drug prevents reverse transcriptase enzyme from converting RNA to DNA. These classes of drug include nevirapine, dilabepine, and elaverance. The third classes of drugs is nucleotide reverse transcriptase inhibitors. These classes of drugs provide a faulty versions of the building blocks used by HIV to convert RNA into DNA. So, this class of drug prevent reverse transcription process from converting RNA to DNA. Drugs of nucleotide reverse transcriptase inhibitors are zidovudine, didanosine, zalcitabine, stavudine, lamivudine, abacavir, and etc. Integrase inhibitors. These are the fourth and the newest classes of antiretroviral drugs that prevent integrase enzymes from integrating viral DNA with host DNA. Drugs under these integrase inhibitors are raltegravir, elvitegravir, dolutegravir, and bictegravir. Protease inhibitors are the last and the fifth classes of antiretroviral drugs that interfere with the action of HIV's protease enzyme to prevent assemblage of new virus particles. Drugs that grouped under these classes of drugs are amprinavir, atezanavir, indinavir, fosamprinavir, nelfinavir, lopinavir, rotanavir, and saquinavir. Why there is no effective AIDS vaccines? Because HIV virus's genetic material RNA mutates or changes regularly during reproduction cycle. That means a vaccine against one strain would be ineffective against a new strains that gets happen after reproduction process. The second reason that there is no effective AIDS vaccine is that since HIV infects the immune system itself. The third reason is HIV is a retrovirus. Being retrovirus means its genetic material RNA can be reversely transcribed to DNA and integrated with the host DNA. Then it can remain hidden in the host DNA for many years after being integrated with the host DNA. It creates difficulty to develop new effective vaccines to HIV AIDS. The fourth reason is HIV virus will reacquire or might reacquire their virulence nature during vaccination process. We know that during vaccination process, live attenuated or harmless virus should be given to the person. If live attenuated or harmless viruses are given to the person, this virus might reacquire its virulence nature. Due to these four main reasons, effective AIDS vaccines have not been yet developed. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to get the next video, subscribe, comment, and share this video.